Big key. You know, Gunnison is going to want to get in if they can get defensive rebounds, transition, and beat that zone down before the zone can get set up. But if that doesn't happen, I think another key is that Gunnison is very patient and look to move, make that zone defense move side to side to create gaps to exploit.
Yep, break it down. Got to get ball moving and break it down. We talked about crispness of passes.
Yeah, it's enough of talking now. It's game time.
It'll be Harris to jump center, and he'll go against Dawson Jensen for the Emery Spartans. Tosses into the air, ball tipped down to Gunnison. They'll be at the basket to our right. We've switched spots. We are on the scorekeeper side. We're over at the scores bench here, and Gunnison to our right. Emery will be to our left. They get it down low to Harris, down in the corner. Active zone in the paint. Nick Roberts gets it to Harris off the glass. He's got two.
Great interior passing. No one can feed a post player like another post player. High-low entry. Braden Harris puts it to bed.
So the Bulldogs get the early lead here over the Emery Spartans in this first quarter of play. Angle near us, Faimalo. Started or played a lot last year as a sophomore. They'll go far corner. Looking it around perimeter, passing right now. Jorgensen in the angle. Looks to Labrum. And now to Faimalo. Faimalo, very quick guard. In fact, he's one of the quickest around. He just, we thought we saw some good ones in our league, and then you see Faimalo and you're going, wow, this kid can flat get the ball moving around. Him and Caldwell are very similar in some ways. Angle Faimalo with it. Holds. Gets the backside lob. Tipped away by Roberts. Saved, however, by Emery. Jensen in the paint. Faimalo goes to the hoop, lays it down for two.
Faimalo off the dribble. Nice, quick first step. Found a seam, got to the rim. We're tied at 2.
Coming up halftime, our Southern Utah University halftime show. SUU will be presenting that. On a post-game, our Gunnison Market player of the game. Far side to Caldwell. Kobe out top to Leif Christensen. Back left side to Caldwell. A long three. A little too long. Rebound to Emery. Faimalo, he will push dribble early offense. He'll turn something that wasn't a transition into a transition if you don't stop him. Christensen will have a lot of an assignment there tonight. Baseline drive, backhand flip up, no good. And the rebound, Braden Harris with the missed shot by Wilstead, sophomore guard. He doesn't look like a sophomore when he plays, though.
No, he's pretty polished for a sophomore.
He and Faimalo next year as a tandem of guards, they are going to be something to deal with. Christensen, far angle, Nick Roberts back to Leif. Now to Caldwell. Back to Leif. Gunnison pretty content to be fairly spread out here. Make that zone chase a while. And then they'll find the seam, get it down low to Harris. Out to Leif Christensen. He'll set, shoot, rubs off the iron. Rebound, Nick Roberts. Too long, put back. Kaz Mogul. Kaz is fouled. He'll get a line opportunity here. Charity stripe for Kaz.
Well,
weak side rebound.
Yep, offensive rebounds versus the zone. It's the one thing about zone defense is that it's a lot harder to find the opposing players and box them off. Nick Roberts with the first offensive rebound. Couldn't put the layup back in, but there was Kaz with the second one, and he's fouled.
Corbin Barnett checking in here for Emery. Mason Powell to check in. And Nick Roberts to get a little break. This is, I think, smart. Get your players that are going to play some in the game early. Let them get in, break sweat, kind of get used to it. Very hard to come off the bench late in the second quarter and the second half. Free throw, Mogul, good. 3-2. Gunnison in the early going. Score check presented by David Matson Construction and American West Bank. Mogul again. Boy, has this young man developed in the last little while? I mean, he was good material, but just composure.
Yep.
He had to step in and take some big assignments, and he's done it well. He gets a little break right now. 4-2 Gunnison. Emery with the ball. Spartans to our left. Faimalo off in the weave in the paint. Dumps down low. Shot off the glass by Labrum. No good. Rebound Labrum trying to get to it. Lost it on the end line.
Well, Braden Harris did not block that shot, but he certainly intimidated the shot. And that time Labrum got a crocodile elbow because he had a face full of Braden Harris.
Caldwell will work it across on the setup. Reynolds far angle. Leif Christensen near angle. Mason Powell. Drake Reynolds into a couple of steps, and Faimalo gets a tip on it. Faimalo comes down the right-hand side. He goes up to the glass and lays it down.
Well, that's the length of that 2-3 zone, and they like to get out in the passing lanes when you try to reverse the ball. And if Faimalo gets it out in the transition, he's gone. He's that fast.
And I think his arms are about 2 inches longer than most other people his size. He's really got length. Tied at 4. Leif Christensen skip past Drake Reynolds. 3-point shot from way out there. It's a little long. Rebound Faimalo. He'll try to force a 2-on-2. Leif Christensen to catch up here. And shot by Faimalo. Like we said, this guy is something in the transition.
It's going to go on Leif Christensen. And there again, Faimalo, he just pinned his ears back and was going to go. He didn't have the numbers, but he just forced the issue.
His mind, 2-on-2 is numbers. Free throw short. You know, I think you get him in a track meet, they give him a ball, he probably run faster than he would without it.
He has all 4 of Emery's points, but he missed the first free throw.
Dawson Jensen is back in. Faimalo's second one is good. Emery takes the lead here at 5-4. First time that they've gotten the lead here at the midpoint of the quarter. Far angle. Mogul, Cass on the dribble. To Mason Powell at the top. That's Cass in the angle. Mason at the top. Right side to Caldwell. Comes down to Braden Harris. Back to Caldwell. Then out top. Mason Powell launches. Hits.
Mason knew as soon as it was out of his hand, he started the back pedal. And it was string music.
7-5 with all chords, right?
Yes.
String music in every chord in the book. 7-5. Gunnison the lead, midpoint of the quarter. Angle left shot from Jorgensen, no good. And ball tipping around. A lot of pushing on the backside. It'll be Gunnison ball.
I thought Dawson Jensen was over Braden Harris's back. I thought Braden had established good inside position, but it trickled out of bounds to the Bulldogs.
Hey, Powell out. Reynolds in.
Letting everybody kind of get a taste, get that adrenaline burned off and settle in.
Caldwell to work across. What's Gunnison, 1 of 3 on their 3-point shots? They've missed a couple in that far angle.
1 of 3.
Reynolds, Caldwell relays to Mogul on the far side. Mogul rotating around now to Caldwell. Pump fake, moves to the left, likes that drift shot, and often no good. Picking it up for Aiden Harris. Caldwell's been looking at the Jake Hill shot book. He likes that drift left. Boy, was Jake Hill a dynamite on that.
Yes, he was. Alternating possession to the Spartans.
7-5, Gunnison lead, 3:34 remaining. Halftime show coming up, presented by Southern Utah University. An education designed to give you a memorable experience, and we're right here at SUU, top of the key. And that was Caldwell that got a hand in the paint, kind of diverted the shot of Jorgensen. Faimalo. Well, that was a little walk, I think, by Labrum, didn't call. Wilstead. Labrum, strong guy, Labrum. Into the paint, on the run, shot off the glass, no good. The rebound taken down by Braden, who's working hard on the board.
He's cleaning up the glass.
They may have to get Nick Roberts in for a Braden break here in just a bit.
Well, we have Nick and Braden in right now. We've gone big.
Mogul out straight away to Caldwell. Far side, Reynolds in a step. Now back out to Caldwell. Right side, one bounce, Mogul. Drake Reynolds, 3-point shot. Just a tad long. Rebound, Caldwell really went to get that one. Used up the dribble, so he'll go back now to Reynolds. Right side, Mogul. Mogul in a step, backs it off. Establishes the passing angle, comes over the top now to Reynolds. Far side to Caldwell. Reynolds at the top. High post, Braden Harris spins, comes inside, tips the ball out now to Mogul. Mogul in the paint, tries to get it to Nick Roberts. Oh.
I was blocked off. I looked like he had might have had an assist there, but it must have trickled off of Nick Roberts' hands. Or it might not have gotten to Nick. I couldn't see. I was shielded off.
Yeah, I was kind of too, but I think it got as far as Nick. Didn't make the secure. 2:15 remaining. First quarter, 7-5. Semifinal winner moves to the state championship. In the angle, Wilstead hits. Three-pointer. Dylan Wilstead.
Quick release there by Dylan Wilstead. He didn't even need a lot of space to get that shot off.
The sophomore gives Emery the lead at the 2:10 mark, first quarter.
I like having Mason Powell on the high post. He can do a lot of things at that position of the court.
Including hit a 3. Reynolds at the top. Right side to Caldwell, who hasn't had much shot opportunity here. Now to the far angle, Mogul. Ball picked loose by Reynolds. Got it back. We got a 5-on-4. Reynolds knows it. Comes into the paint. One-handed layup. No good. Gunnison ball tipped away by
Emery.
Jensen, so it'll be inbounds Gunnison.
And I like the aggressiveness there of Drake Reynolds taking it to the rim even though he didn't score.
Well, it was court recognition. He realized he had 5-on-4. Trying to create the advantage with that. Mason Powell in the paint. Now to Caldwell. Caldwell's at the top. And it comes off the front lip. They've got a fast break at the other end. And coming down, and shot is up and good off the glass by Wilstead.
Well, soon as Colby took that 3, Dylan Wilstead leaked out. And on the defensive rebound and a quick outlet, and it turned into a layup for the Spartans.
10-7, Emery the lead. 1:15. High post, Mason Powell turns, shoots,
that's why,
hits it.
That's why
Yep.
I love Mason in that position. He can do so many things. That 15-foot shot is right in his wheelhouse.
Up, under shot, and no good. Or Wilstead. I think he got away with the charge, and I think he got away with the reach over.
Yeah.
Far side to Famalo. Labrum, and now to Jorgensen. Back to Famalo to set it up here. Inside a minute in the first period. Comes right-hand side, and they'll get Drake Reynolds with the foul. Leif Christensen on the bench right now, so.
You isolate Faimalo. Faimalo
tough.
out there, he's hard. That on ball, the defender is going to have his hand full. That's why everybody's got to be cognizant when he has the ball and give help side.
Caldwell will get a little break, Leif Christensen in, so Colby will have a little spell right here and then be back at it in the second quarter. Faimalo out in the corner to Labrum. Comes outside Wilstead. Faimalo drifts to the left, backs away. Backs it out now and comes out top to Wilstead. The far side, Labrum. Jorgensen at the top, Wilstead to Faimalo. And the backside lob taken away by Braden Harris.
Great defense. Braden fronted it. Mason Powell with the help side took that lob away. Gunnison with possession, a chance to take the lead.
10-9. They got clock recognition here. I thought they might try to go into side, and they might still.
They're going to take the last shot.
Braden's got to get a little movement going here. Just trying to establish some position. Angle, Leif Christensen down in the corner. Mason Powell cranks, shoots. Braden Harris to put back. That rims off, no good. And that's the end of the first quarter of play. It's 10-9. Emery by a point. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
My name's Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in San Pete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
Free deli lunch special coming up on our post game for our Gunnison player of the game. We had 2 ties, 3 lead changes in that first quarter. Gunnison with the ball basket to our right. Second quarter trailing 10-9. And Leif Christensen angle top to Caldwell. Colby hasn't scored yet, has he?
Nope.
Hasn't forced anything, to his credit. Had a couple of looks. They didn't drop down. Mason Powell in the white ring. Now to Reynolds. He'll come down low to Nick Roberts. Nick spinning on the baseline and lost it out of bounds.
It's the right idea. He's bumping and grinding in there, trying to get to the rim. Lost the handle, but it's the right idea.
Braden Harris getting a little break now. He'll be back shortly. Caldwell had his little break. He's in. Out at the top, Faimalo drifts left, partially blocked by Reynolds, and a tip up by Emery. No good. The rebound to the Bulldogs. Caldwell pushing in the far angle. Down in the corner, Leif Christensen. Shot on, partway and in and out.
Tough break. I thought Leif had drained one right there.
That feet planted good on it. Faimalo at the top. And then Labrum, that's not his game. Labrum, he's cranked one up there that's not really in his repertoire.
Got quarter horses trying to run the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, I think so. I think he was a little antsy there. I haven't had my chance to shoot yet. I want to do it, but that's not his ball game.
Discretion's the better part of valor.
Roberts, Powell outside Colby Caldwell. Colby straight away. That drifts off to the left, and it will be inbounds for Emery.
Colby's got to settle down too.
Yeah.
Those shots will come. Don't need to rush him. That zone's going to give you plenty of opportunities throughout the game.
Faimalo backs away. Faimalo will go off screens either direction. Comes down into the paint. And we've got a foul outside on one of the, it's going to be on Drake. See what Jim Terry calls up here for us.
Yes, and that's one thing that I think you're going to see the Emery Spartans run a lot this quarter is high ball screens for Faimalo.
Lob comes in down low. Jensen turns off the glass. That's no good. Rebound, Mason Powell.
Good job, Mason, in there getting a defensive glass.
10-9. Pass comes far angle. Bulldogs. Drake Reynolds with that.
That was just a dance move.
Yeah, gimme move. He got that knee he's got to take care of. And the ball, Roberts on the floor. Has had a couple of ball possession troubles down there. Famalo attacking, right side. There was a walk, and they got it.
Now, when Nick when the post players are catching that ball, Emery sending 3 defenders down to constrict down on him. He's got to really chin it and then look to reverse the ball out of that post. Yep. Emery's defense is really constricting down whenever there's a post entry pass.
Well, and it's much more natural when you're chinning the ball to have your eyes up where you can see where you're going to go with it. I mean, there's 2 reasons for that: security, and then being able to see where you're going to go with it too. Christensen at the top. Caldwell right-hand side to Powell. Mason holds. He'll come out top to Caldwell. Kobe with a little penetration. Inside Harris. Now to Mason. And that one dipped in.
But that's good offense because it went into Braden, and Braden kicked it right back out, and Mason had an open look.
Famalo, he'll dish it down in the corner. Then they'll kick outside Labram. Labram will crank again. Again, that's not his shot. Harris the rebound.
Wow. Braden taking care of the defensive glass.
He is. 10-9, 5:42 remaining second quarter. 1-point lead Emery. Nobody has scored in this quarter yet. Far side, Leif Christensen now to Caldwell. He's open in the seam, and that one partway in and out. The rebound. Braden Harris goes back up, and it rolls in.
Wow, Braden Harris doing work on the glass.
Angle, Jorgensen puts up an early shot. Again, that's not really in Emery's repertoire. The rebound down. He played right into Gunnison's hands defensively right there. 11-10, Gunnison the lead, and with the ball. 4th lead change we've had here. Leif Christensen to Caldwell. Now to Leif, down in the far corner to Mogul. Skip it near here, now comes across to Leif Christensen, back to Caldwell. Now back to Leif Christensen. Harris setting in at a high post spot. Mogul holding, looking inside there. Now he makes the bounce pass. Harris will get it out, and it's tipped away. That was anticipation by Brendan Jorgensen. Up the floor, fouled by Leif Christensen.
It's going to be 2 on Leif.
When you give a little indication where you're going to pass the ball, you're in trouble, and that's what happened there for the Bulldogs.
Saves a layup. We'll see what Brendan Jorgensen can do from the free throw line.
At the charity stripe is Brendan Jorgensen.
You can see why Emery wants to get out and run, because they have some foot speed.
And the free throw's good. Into the contest is David Dyer. Sound like another one of the seniors. His sister, key sub off the girls team. Second free throw is no good, and the rebound.
So that was a good foul.
Come out of it with a tie at 11. Halftime show, Southern Utah University, that's coming up. Experience curriculum deliberately built to focus on your experience. Caldwell goes far side, Mogul in the angle, back to Caldwell. Near side now, Leif Christensen. Caldwell from the angle, bounces off the iron. Whistle.
Should be on. That should be on Dawson Jensen. Braden Harris had box out.
Yes, he's been working hard tonight. Braden Harris. Why? He came to play ball.
Yes, he did, and that's what Braden brings to the table. Just a presence and defensive ability to both offense and defensive rebound. So
2 fouls on Dawson Jensen. So it'll be inbounds here for Gunnison. Jensen comes out of the ballgame. He's replaced again by Corbin Barnett. And lost out by Gunnison. Unforced error.
Or what Drake thought he saw there. Just should have made the easy pass out to Mason Powell.
Nick Roberts in the game. Drake Reynolds out. So again, they'll go bigs. Roberts and Harris. And Braden orchestrating things out there. Who's got who? Switches it up. I think Braden took a poke in the eye. That one eye is looking like he's in a boxing match. Shot is up. No good. And the rebound taken out by Caldwell. Colby's pushing on the right angle. Picked up by Famalo. Gets away with the reach. Comes far side Mogul. Kaz, couple of dribbles now out to Caldwell. Right side to Powell. And has the ball grabbed at and taken by Famalo. Long reach by Famalo, and he's going to push. Somebody's got to check him. Far right side pass now. Back out to Famalo. He'll go to the left hand, come into the paint. Box down, ball out of bounds. It'll go back to Emery.
Braden Harris stopped that dribble penetration. And you know, there again, that's that presence. Famalo's going to think twice about going into the paint now, because he got checked pretty hard.
Inbounds for Famalo. They look it down to the baseline. Shot up by Labram. No good. The rebound, Barnett off the glass. Nice little turnaround. Soft touch. Barnett off the bench. to contribute. So that's 3:34. Angle near us. Drake Reynolds into the paint on the run. He's fouled. This will be on Barnett, I believe. Let's see who we got here. 44 is Barnett. And at the free throw line with 3:26 remaining.
Well, and that's the thing, is that Gunnison needs to look to do a little bit more of that. They've looked to penetrate with passing, but they need to penetrate off the dribble sometimes to keep that zone honest.
So Drake to shoot here at the charity stripe on the first one, and he has that one. 3:26 remaining in this quarter.
Gets Drake into the scorebook.
Gunnison Marquette Offensive Player of the Game is coming up, and there's the second free throw. We're tied at 13. 2 ties in this quarter. Possession, Emery, Famalo. Drifts left, gets it on the handoff into the paint on the run. Shot is good by David Dyer. Let's see what their call is here.
They're going to count the basket. It's going to go on Braden Harris.
Braden Harris.
His first.
At the free throw line will be David Dyer. And he will be here with 3:17 on the clock.
Kind of ran an exchange there that almost turned into kind of a ball screen, and turned the corner and got to the rim and was fouled. Missed the free throw though.
15-13. It's been a dandy one all the way, and it's kind of in the low scoring mode here.
Yeah.
At this point, Caldwell far side to Mogul. Colby stutter steps, come into the paint, jump stop, left-handed shot, rolls it over the front lip.
There's lots of ways to attack a zone.
Tied at 15 at the other end, shot no good. Intimidation by Mogul defensively. Rebound Gunnison. There's the missed shot by Brendan Jorgensen. Colby going to dump it outside now to Mogul. Mogul down in the corner to Caldwell. Here, the Rainmaker 3, baby.
He gets a layup, and then that gets your shooting touch back.
So it's a 3-point lead, and from the angle here, Spencer Labram, the answer at the other end.
Well, the action picking up a little bit.
Lead changes and ties. Tied at 18 again, 2:25 remaining. Second quarter. Mogul, reach in around foul.
It's going to be on Dave Dyer.
David Dyer. I appreciate it when refs make that call.
Yeah, it's lazy defense.
Yes.
I mean, if we're trying to teach fundamentals and the correct way of the game, then that's not to be tolerated.
Harris to come out, Leif Christensen in. With 2:22 on the clock, tied at 18. Gunnison with the possession. Kobe Caldwell, 5 points. Bang, bang here in the last little bit. Drake Reynolds. Now to Nick Roberts, who can shoot threes. I don't think he'd shoot it that far away. To Caldwell. Now to Leif Christensen, who runs to the ball. Now back to Caldwell. Eyes it.
There's that trying to California defense again.
Yeah. Caldwell to Christensen. Leif to Nick Roberts, outside, near side now to Caldwell. Colby squares it up. Reynolds. And Drake skip pass now to Leif Christensen. Back to Drake Reynolds. A little head fake. Comes into the paint. Shot is up off the glass. Ball walking foul on Barnett.
That will be his second. So the big man of Emery, things are starting to add up on their big man.
And that'll put Reynolds at the free throw line here with 1:41 remaining.
Will be 2 shots for Drake. There and again, another aggressive drive. Gunnison starting to dribble penetrate the Emery zone now.
Reynolds' free throw is good. Our halftime show presented by Southern Utah University. Experience more learning, growing, maturing, hiking, dancing, and living. Second one, Reynolds, that rims out. 19-18, 1-point lead Gunnison. Ball, Famalo and Emery at the top. Famalo likes to penetrate. They'll get the count at the top of the key.
Can't delay the dribble.
He'll hesitate and then take off on you.
Don't let him delay the dribble.
That will go on Kaz Mogul. Famalo kind of crossed over, got into the paint.
Famalo inbounds. Rotation around from Curtis Mason, who's in here, a senior.
It almost looks like Gunnison's jumped into a 2-3 zone on the out of bounds here.
Famalo, baseline drive. Up, under, off the glass, he's smooth.
He's a nice player, and he's got a great first step.
2019, Emery taking the lead back with 1:09 remaining. Winner of this one plays for the state championship tomorrow afternoon here at the Centrum. And third, fourth place in consolation games will be played at high schools in the area here. Kobe Caldwell to drift to the left, and the ball comes off and a rebound down to Emery. Mason almost traveled with that thing. Picked it out of the air, though, got it down in the hands of Famalo. Famalo delivers it down into the corner to Barnett. Barnett, he didn't want anything to do with it. He wanted to get back into the hands of Famalo. Famalo says, give me some help. And the paint, Jorgensen. Jorgensen in there a long time. Out in the angle, and it's there. Ball shot, rebound, Reynolds.
30 seconds, probably play for the last shot unless you get one there easy here.
Timeout taken by the Gunnison Bulldogs, and we will be back in 1 minute.
Get ready.
Travel those hills in style and comfort with a Ford truck from Jorgensen Ford. Ford trucks built Ford tough to last. Smart truck, smart choice. Stop by Jorgensen Ford at 1000 South, Coveview Road, Richfield, Utah, or give them a call at 435-896-8436. Experience the Jorgensen difference.
His influence was so far-reaching that you couldn't even put a number on it.
It was the boy, not the game. He was making good young men out of them.
In order to build a small community, you have to be involved.
Kent is the TV and FM translator king of the world.
Just thick black smoke hitting us really hard, really fast, intense heat.
You're listening to exciting high school sports action on
KMTI.
20-19, Emery with the lead over Gunnison Valley with 25 seconds remaining. Out of the timeout, it will be Gunnison ball inbounds.
Emery's going to sit in this zone, so I would imagine that Gunnison's going to be content for one shot here and go to work with about 10 seconds remaining in the period.
Leif Christensen to hold in the far angle. Defense will extend a little bit. Caldwell to Mogul. You got Reynolds in there as well, so you really got a four-guard set here. Now to Mogul, down in the corner to Drake Reynolds. Set, shoots, and a little long with 4 seconds remaining. In the backcourt, some heavy defense. Long one put up, and that's it. At the end of the half, Emery by a point, 20-19. We've had 7 lead changes, 6 ties, halftime show. Presented by Southern Utah University. Back in a couple of minutes.
Are you ready for a weekend away? Jorgensen's Honda is the place to start. They carry a full line of RVs to make that trip a lasting memory. With models like Yellowstone, Conquest, Amerilite, and Canyon Trail, you can find the perfect fit. For great fun and comfort, check out the full line of RVs at Jorgensen's Honda. Dennis or Mike can help you out. Stop by today at 980 South, Coveview Road in Richfield, or give them a call at 435-896-6408.
My name's Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in Sanpete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
satellite radio, they can listen to their iPod, but they don't give you local content. The local radio station can do that.
So my dad always told us, if you guys want to make a lot of money, you're going to have to move where the people are. But we didn't want to do that. We wanted to stay here.
One thing that all the people that live here have in common is that they all chose this place, and they could probably make better money somewhere else. And so we're all here because we love this place.
Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Jorgensen's. It's that time of year again. This is a brand new 2013 800 Pro RMK, the lightest, most flickable slab on the market. Come on down and see it, sit on it, feel it. Let us tell you all about it. We have new climb gear all ready to go, get you ready for the season. As you can see, it's that time of year, so come see us as soon as you can.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
My name's Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in Sanpete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
Travel those hills in style and comfort with a Ford truck from Jorgensen Ford. Ford trucks built Ford tough to last. Smart truck, smart choice. Stop by Jorgensen Ford at 1000 South, Coveview Road, Richfield, Utah, or give them a call at 435-896-8436. Experience the Jorgensen difference.
His influence was so far-reaching that you couldn't even put a number on it.
It was the boy not the game. He was making good young men out of them.
In order to build a small community, you have to be involved.
Kent is the TV and FM translator king of the world.
Just thick black smoke hitting us really hard, really fast, intense heat.
Are you ready for a weekend away? Jorgensen's Honda is the place to start. They carry a full line of RVs to make that trip a lasting memory. With models like Yellowstone, Conquest, Emery, and Canyon Trail, you can find the perfect fit. For great fun and comfort, check out the full line of RVs at Jorgensen's Honda. Dennis or Mike can help you out. Stop by today at 980 South Coveview Road in Richfield, or give them a call at 435-896-6408.
Can-Am, the ride says it all. Offer ends March 31st, 2013. Certain restrictions apply, subject to credit approval. See your dealer for details. For safety and training info, contact the ATV Safety Institute.
Centricom is now serving Manti with high-speed internet. With speeds up to 50 megabits available in nearly every community in Sevier, Juab, and Sanpete County, you can finally get the bandwidth you need. Stream more, share more, and get more faster. Call 1-800-427-8449 or visit Centricom.com for more information. Not available in all areas, but we're working on it.
Live play-by-play coverage of local high school sports.
KMTI. Halftime show has been presented by Southern Utah University. Emery, the possession, basket to our right, start the second half of play. They have a 1-point lead, 20-19. And a wraparound pass. Whoa, wow.
Nice pass.
That was Dylan Wilstead with the wraparound, and Emery up by 3, which in this game, that's been a pretty big lead. Bulldogs are to our left here. Mogul in a bounce. Now they come near side to Caldwell. Far side to Mogul. In a step. Need somebody to break out, and comes top to Caldwell. Side post, Mogul, three-point shot. And rims off the rebound, taken down by Labrum. Emery will work out on the run.
They like to run if they get a defensive rebound.
Labrum, corner right side to Wilstead, who averages 10 and a half a game. You know, the non-factor so far has been Donson Jensen. He's had some foul problems. He's back in the ball game, and then, boy, the one that came to play right now is Dylan Wilstead.
He's assisting, creating easy baskets for his teammates, and then this time he just did it on his own.
5-point lead at 24-19. Caldwell in the angle. Veteran coach Todd Jeffs turned the locker room. He chalked up a few things on the chalkboard. Here's the angle left shot for Caldwell. Three-pointer.
That time Kobe really took his time, got his feet set, and then stroked it home.
Faimalo to back away.
I also like having Kobe on the wing here.
And in the angle shot, three-pointer, too long, no good. And the rebound taken down by Braden Harris. And then lost out of bounds. It'll be Emery ball.
Yeah, Wilstead might have got away with a foul as he kind of raked the ball. And it trickled off of Braden's knee.
So inbounds for Emery underneath their basket. They lead by 2. In on the high one, and they got it on that inbounds to Dawson Jensen for 2. So a 4-point margin here.
Now, Kobe's been kind of on the wing now, but he's cuts through and now going to go back to that wing. I kind of like him there.
Now top to Leif Christensen. Leif now off to Caldwell. Right side to Mogul. Mogul in a couple of steps, draws the double team. Now to Caldwell. Christensen, Leif.
There's a reach.
Wheelstead, yeah, he's really getting pretty aggressive, isn't he? Been watching too much Summit Academy. Caldwell switches to the left, shot on the way. Back iron, rebound, Braden Harris, dribble, go in, lay it up for 2.
Well, Braden Harris playing big, continuing to play big. Another offensive rebound and a putback.
26-24, 2-point lead for Emery. Faimalo put the shoulder down, go, won't go. Rebound, Roberts, secure it. Get it to Caldwell. Long pass now to Leif Christensen. Leif trying to make the drive baseline. And the ball lost out of bounds. It's going to be inbound for Gunnison. Good hustle by Braden Harris. He just kind of played backside and did a little intimidation. Inbounds for the Bulldogs underneath their basket. Leif Christensen to trigger in. Harris outside to Mogul. Leif Christensen down inside to Harris. Reach around.
Three.
Jensen's got his third.
He really didn't need to either.
No, Braden was out there leaning, going towards the ball away from the basket. It's not like he's Noah Hartsock that's going to hit a fadeaway jumper on you. And they'll run the cut through, get it in now to Mogul. Mogul into the paint. Kobe Caldwell says, I better get it out here. We'll clear house and get it out top. Mogul comes left off the screen, picks it back up, steps through, pass out top to Caldwell. Kobe goes right side to Leif Christensen. 4:55 remaining. Third quarter, 26-24 Mogul.
Yeah, I'm glad they called that because Labram had his hand on his hip the whole time as Kaz tried to go baseline, and Spencer Labram just kind of guiding him with that left hand. And Kelly Holman said, got to move your feet, son.
Inbounds for Gunnison. Post-game show coming up, presented by Sunrise Engineering. Making the things you do every day better every day. Kobe Caldwell will set up the offense. Drifts far side. Now to Christensen. Back to Caldwell, who comes in a step or two. Leif Christensen straight away. Angle left. Mogul. Shot off the back iron. And the rebound down to Emery. They got an angle open there, but didn't get the points. So it's an Emery 2-point lead and with the possession. Right side, Wilstead, defended by Mogul. Out top to Labram. Relay around to Faumalo. Down in the low block. Dawson Jensen might have walked in with it. Gets it out top now. Shot up on the way and short. No good. Missed shot. Kind of rushed by Brendan Jorgensen. Got a little antsy with that.
Yeah, left that one considerably short.
Hurried the shot. I don't think he's really the one. They could work a little more. And out of that, you get an in and out. Doesn't mean you have to be, as soon as you receive the pass outside, you have to be the one to take the shot. Midpoint of the third quarter and a 2-point lead for Emery. Drake Reynolds in and gets the pass across the way to Mogul. Mason Powell also in right now. Baseline flash. Harris at the top to Reynolds. Top of the key. Hits. Bingo!
Now, the reason why Drake was wide open is they got the ball to Braden, and then Braden kicks it right back out.
So Gunnison takes the lead. Baseline drive and a whistle and a foul will probably go on Mogul here with 3:46.
That is on Kaz, and that's Kaz's second.
So he's got his second at the line is Dylan Wilstead. Coming up on our post game, Gunnison Market Offensive Player of the Game. Try the delicious Chester Fried Chicken, where you can get a 10-piece meal deal. And that player of the game will get the free deli lunch special. Free throw is good. Leif Christensen in, Mogul out. Tied at 27.
Isn't it amazing what happens against the 2-3 zone when the high post gets a touch?
Yep.
Opens everything up.
Second one in and out. So we are tied at 27. Well, it's a 5-point lead early in the quarter for Emery. And a Gunnison timeout, and they've settled right back down into the groove. Caldwell, high post to Braden Harris, squares around. Now off to Drake Reynolds from the angle, and buries another one.
And that was deja vu because the ball went right into Braden in the high post. The defense constricts, right back to Drake Reynolds, who drifted to an open spot and drains another three.
Was it deja vu all over again?
Yeah.
As Yogi Berra said. 30-27. Faumalo. They run a double screen. Well, that was an active Gunnison set there, but they didn't get either thing they wanted. They run a rub-off screen, man to the corner, rub-off screen guy out to the top. Faumalo holding it in the angle. They didn't get either one of them open for the shot they wanted. Labram down in the corner to Wilstead. Little head fake again. Comes on the dribble. And now off to Labram. Labram will drift left, put up the shot. Rims off the iron, no good. And the rebound still topped into the air. And
it's going to go on Leif, and that will be Leif's third.
Free fouls on Leif Christensen. Inbounds for Emery. Boy, Faumalo's long arm paid off there for him, didn't he?
Well, and he can jump.
Yes, he can.
Thought Braden Harris was going to secure another rebound, but it just tipped away from him.
Inbounds for Emery. Faumalo comes backside. Labram into the paint, defended by Mason Powell. Jorgensen backs it out this time. Straight away now to Labram, stutter step. Wilstead, he'll drive, he'll go, he'll dump down on the low block to Jensen, and puts up the shot off the glass, 4-2.
Dawson Jensen's 6th point, all here in the period.
30-29. Gunnison by a point with 2:25 on the clock. Timeout. Gunnison, and we'll do likewise. Back in 30 seconds.
Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Jorgensen's. It's that time of year again. This is a brand new 2013 800 Pro RMK, the lightest, most flickable sled on the market. Come on down and see it, sit on it, feel it. Let us tell you all about it. We have new climb gear all ready to go, get you ready for the season. As you can see, it's that time of year, so come see us as soon as you can.
(30-29) here in the third quarter, 2:23 remaining. Larry Masco and Red Jackson with you. Coverage continues tomorrow. 3 locations here in Cedar City. And tomorrow's pairings. An early 10 o'clock game, Beaver and Enterprise. That'll be broadcast one of our FMs. Canap pair 1 at 11:45. Championship in girls, Emery and Ridgefield. That'll be a broadcast game on KSVC. I believe we'll have that one. That Ridgefield matchup. And then we got the boys. We will not have their 10 o'clock game. That's the one we won't be broadcasting. That'll be South Summit, Summit Academy. Mason Powell in the angle left. Out top to Caldwell. Right side to Drake Reynolds. In the corner to Mason Powell. Down low to Nick Roberts. Turns. Gets it out on the baseline to Leif Christensen. Cranks, shoots. Little long. Rebound Caldwell. Kobe goes to the bank. It's going to be Labrum. That call?
Yeah, Spencer Labrum second. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs.
So inbounds underneath their basket with 1:54 remaining. Winner of this game plays at 4 o'clock tomorrow. The loser at 11:45. Those are game times. Drake Reynolds gets it into Nick Roberts. Nick goes to the dribble and then off to Reynolds in the corner.
Just rusty shot.
Yeah.
He didn't need to. Had a little more space than he thought he had.
Faimalo at the top. Backs away. Checked by Leif Christensen. Labrum. Right side Wilstead. Backside lob, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Good
nice
defense by Nick Roberts.
Yep.
Front of that post, and forced an errant lob and gives the ball back to the Bulldogs.
Bailey Faimalo telling his younger teammates, you got to put a little more lift on that. Caldwell working across with 1.5 minutes remaining here in the third period and a 1-point Gunnison lead. Emery was leading by a point at halftime. Into Roberts, and he and Faimalo get tied up.
It's going to go on Nick Roberts.
The ball got away from him, he went for it. And
I believe that's Nick's first, so.
Well, inbounds across the way for Emery. Labrum have 3 fouls or just 2 for Emery? This Labrum's only got the 2. And scorekeeper needing help on who the foul was on. Nick Roberts. 3-1. Braden Harris will check in. Roberts to come out.
Hey, you're okay.
Inbounds across the way for Emery. We'll give the referees and the scorekeeper a little break. I think they were needing a timeout. They've been up down the floor a bit tonight too. Faimalo at the top. Holds up. Shot on the way. Dishes out. And the rebound Caldwell. Here comes the Gunnison Bulldogs with 1 minute remaining. In the corner to Reynolds. Little baseline drive. Clears through it. Stepped on the end line, out of bounds.
Got to know where you're at when you decide to go baseline.
So the turnover gives it to Emery. Post-game show presented by Sunrise Engineering coming up here on tonight's broadcast. Sunrise Engineering, making the things you do every day better every day. Faimalo off the right drift. Comes down inside, gets it in. We've got a whistle on the foul, probably saved the layup. Faimalo taking a little more initiative now, don't you think?
Yeah.
He's going to try to shoot, drive, set up teammates.
I think that foul went on, was it on, I couldn't, if he signaled 11 or just 1. It's like on Kobe Caldwell, and that's Kobe's first.
At the free throw line is Dawson Jensen, and good on that first one.
Well, he's had a nice, Dawson Jensen's had a nice quarter for Emery. He's got 7 points all here in this period. Ties the ball game.
So 7 of their 10. And that one's short, leaves that one short, gets the rebound, puts it back. That's no good. Body on the floor, and you get concerned about somebody twisting an ankle in that kind of situation. But
now that's going to go on Dawson, and that will be his 4th. So he got a little bit over anxious, and he's going to have to come out.
Missed his free throw and then missed his putback. This kid's a sophomore, though. You look at that and you go, I wouldn't mind having a kid like that for a couple of years yet, huh?
Yep, just kind of groom him and bring him along.
Fine-tune him. Into the game, Nick Roberts.
A lot like a lot of these seniors for Gunnison. Been playing a lot of basketball. Several of them started as sophomores. Been through a lot of wars.
Tied at 30. 44 seconds remaining. Rick Reynolds to Leif Christensen. Gunnison working it to Caldwell near us. 35 seconds remaining. Caldwell in the angle, defended by Wilstead out of that zone when it extends out. Colby now to Reynolds, used it up the dribble. Goes now to Leif Christensen, the high post to Braden Harris. Roberts outside to Caldwell. Needs some rotation around, out top comes Reynolds. Now in the angle to Leif Christensen. Leif comes back to the left hand. Reynolds, Drake penetrates inside the free throw line, up, under, and no good. Rebound Barnett with 5 seconds remaining. They need to check him outside. Here's Wilstead into the paint. Off to Labram. Outside Faimalo. Faimalo launches. No good. The end of the quarter. We're tied at 30. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in a minute.
Here's a way to slow.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
My name's Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in Sanpete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
Your home for high school sports.
We head into the final 8 minutes. It's just like we started it all over again because it's tied at 30.
It just has that feeling, Larry, that whichever team can go on a mini run, it might just be a mini run, but whichever team can go on a run is probably going to win this game. It's just been that evenly played.
It's about a 10 points every quarter scoring average for these teams. Christensen and Caldwell. The basket to our left. Colby in a step or two to Leif Christensen. Penetrates in as the ball tipped away. Taken by Emery. Wilstead, and he'll dump it off the left-hand side. Stolen right back by hustling Kaz Mogul.
Kaz streaking from the weak side to cut off that pass.
And the left angle to Caldwell. Drifts around to the right-hand side a bit. High post to Braden Harris. Dumps down low to Nick Roberts. Got it for two.
Well, there's the high-low. The big two bigs sharing the basketball.
32-30 in the paint whistle as Wilstead. Very aggressive player, Dylan Wilstead. A sophomore. But he knows where the basket's at now to get to it.
It's Braden's second. Put Wilstead at the free throw line.
7:22 remaining in this ball game. Emery Spartans with Wilstead at the free throw line, connecting on the first one. They'll try to tie it back up. Mason Powell to come in. I think Ben Hill did a very wise thing, getting his subs in early in the ball game, but they had the flow of it early, and there's been a lot of in and out. And they've
keeping people fresh.
Yep. Second free throw, Wilstead also has that one. And a timeout taken by Emery, this 30-second break.
Travel those hills in style and comfort with a Ford truck from Jorgensen Ford. Ford trucks built Ford tough to last. Smart truck, smart choice. Stop by Jorgensen Ford at 1000 South, Covey Road, Richfield, Utah, or give them a call at 435-896-8436. Experience the Jorgensen difference.
His influence was so far-reaching you couldn't even put a number on it.
It was the boy, not the game. He was making good young men out of them.
In order to build a small community, you have to be involved.
Kent is the TV and FM translator king of the world.
Just thick black smoke hitting us really hard, really fast, intense heat.
FDIC insured.
Visit the new copy station at 558 South Main in Gunnison for a variety of services, including color copies, scrapbooking supplies, photo prints, wire binding, 27-inch lamination, blueprint copies, vinyl lettering, booklet making, and they have Kodak picture makers as well as Pebbles albums and page kits. Visit the copy station at 558 South Main in Gunnison, open weekdays 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. And for sound advice on insurance choices, call Donaldson Insurance in Gunnison, toll-free 800-978-2121.
Full court pressure put on by Emery.
Now you know why Todd Jeffs took that timeout.
I think that's pretty well illustrated right now. He wants some pressure, try to change, get Gunnison rattled. That's his whole thinking here. Braden Harris at the key. Foul on Faimalo.
His first.
For a second, I thought they were going to tag it over on Jorgensen. And that will be the 15th foul on Emery. Both teams with 5 inbounds.
Free throw shooting could coming down the stretch here. Free throw shooting could definitely come into play, folks.
Leif Christensen to toss in the angle to Mogul. Needs somebody to clear out top. Leif Christensen, let's clear it out. Let's spread it out a little bit here. Makes the pass through to Caldwell. And Colby will come right side to Leif Christensen. Faimalo has extended a little bit out of that zone. He's coming out a little further, reaching some.
Got quick hands.
Yes, he does. He's going to try to extend out there and make a steal. Let him overplay and then back cut him if you get it timed just right. Make him pay.
That's another reason why they play zone behind him, so he can be real aggressive.
Wilstead was much more aggressive early on. Mogul down into the corner. They thought Jeff telling them to double when the ball goes down there. Caldwell backing away now. Gunnison might have to look a little more of a high post presence, not just planting a throw. Somebody's going to have to come high post and then rotate out of it. Yeah, like Braden Harris did just right there. Leif Christensen from the angle. And no good. The rebound by Faimalo. He'll look for Wilstead. Wilstead trying to come down right-hand side. Boy, that kid can play ball.
And he can play at full speed.
34-32 as Emery takes the lead.
They're extending now. They really want to push the tempo here.
Caldwell. Off the scrape off. Right side to Mogul. Mogul will square around. Boy, when the low man in the zone comes out there, you'd like to get that ball down to your post player out on that short corner. Mogul to Caldwell. 34-32 at the 5:50 mark here in the ball game. Mogul into the paint, on the run, goes up, nailed on the arm, put it up, won't go for Braden Harris. He'll go to the line and have a couple here of shots at the 5:43 mark.
White one, so that's going to be on Brendan Jorgensen.
Promoting athletic and academic excellence, Sunrise Engineering. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. Coming right after this ball game will be South Sevier, Wasatch Academy. Free throw, Harris is good. For the Bulldogs. Powell, Reynolds in, Christensen, Roberts, little breather. Don't have anybody in foul trouble, so
keep everybody fresh for the
one with
three.
He's got to make sure Lake doesn't pick up that fourth one up here in the next little bit. Free throw short by Harris, and
now Braden's got three.
Tried to reach in on that. Inbounds. That's the 16th foul. So it'll be inbounds here for Emery. 5:42 remaining. And it's Faimalo to work it up, the junior point guard. Reynolds to pick him up. And Wilstead, he'll drive into the paint, puts a shoulder down, shot is up, no good. And a rebound. Last touch by Gunnison. Wilstead limping around a little bit. Well, he's the one who went up for the cockeyed shot, so he's complaining to a ref. But
kind of flew himself into the contact. I mean, I don't know. Can't blame that on the officials.
Dyer will check in for him. And inbounds for Emery. Outside to Dyer, who is a senior. And to Faimalo. Faimalo drifts left, comes on the run, missed the shot.
It's a tough cover for Drake. He's covering a real fast young man there in Faimalo.
And put Faimalo at the free throw line here, 5:22 mark.
And then that's Drake's third.
So real quickly, some players picking up three, and Faimalo has the free throw. 35-33, and he can make it a three-point lead. Leaves that one short, though. So it's 35-33. Some pressure by Dyer. Kaz Mogul can work it off the dribble. Braden Harris. Braden comes down to the baseline, and he'll back it out. Get it outside to Reynolds. Now to Mason Powell. Mason, they'll skip it over. Skip pass. Caldwell out top, Mogul. Reynolds, Mogul top. High post, Powell. Dump down low to Harris. Harris goes up. He's fouled. There you go. High, low.
Well, and Mason just has a feel for that.
He has a knack for it.
Because he's got the mid-range game. He just had a beautiful jump pass. He plays that position very well.
Well, and he turns around very quickly. Some of them kind of half-speed turnaround. He turns around quickly, makes a read quick.
And just makes a good decision and makes it quick.
Shot. Oh, rims out for Braden Harris. Tried to bank it. Hardly tried to, but it was a bank. And Wilstead's going to come back in. Dyer come out. Kaz Mogul got to be alert to Wilstead's hanging out down in the corner.
Or as they'd say back in the day, cherry picking.
Braden Harris, second free throw, good. He got half of it. 35 to 34. 4:55 remaining. Substitution change.
Nick Roberts coming in to give Braden a break. Extend his fouls because Braden has 3.
Malo waiting for his Labrum to come down and set a screen at the high post. That's a big guy setting a screen for you. Malo blows off of it. Come out now to Labrum. Down in the corner. Jorgensen, that's high off the iron, no good. The put back up and rolls in and good for Corbin Barnett.
An offensive rebound and a putback.
37-34.
Gunnison forced the miss, but could not secure the rebound.
And the angle to Caldwell. Not only break that Braden's going to get enough to get a drink, and he's going to be back in. Mogul into the paint to Caldwell. Caldwell now into the paint. Dribble drive. Wilstead pick this one up.
That'll be a 1-and-1 for Kobe.
It will be here at 4:18. We will take a 30-second break.
Excavation work can be a tricky task. You don't want just anybody digging around and causing problems. You need professional experience. You need Dave Madsen Construction. Dave Madsen Construction can do any type of excavation work imaginable, such as sewer and water lines, roads, and ponds. No job is too big or too small. Dave Madsen Construction also sells gravel and other rock products. So when it comes to doing the job right and on time, call Dave Madsen Construction at 979-9874.
Well, it's the first free throw. 37-35. Gunnison down by 2 at the 4:18 mark in this fourth quarter. And it has been tension at the convention all night long with this one. It's another one for the Bulldogs. So at 37-36. 1-point lead. Famalo looking at Todd Jeffs to get his play set. They'll run a break off from Famalo into the paint. And Braden Harris went up with him and tied him down. They do get Braden on the foul.
That's it's just a really tough cover for Drake to try and stay in front of Famalo. He's so quick off the dribble, and then he gets into the lane and causes trouble with his penetration. That's 4 on Braden Harris.
Famalo good on the free throw. He'll get his second. Game presented today in part by Barney Trucking, Freedom Fort, Hermanson's Mills. Famalo good on the free throws. 39-36. Roberts back in. Braden Harris out at the 4-minute mark. They want Kaz Mogul working the point here. And they'll run that high-low set again. Gunnison can get that high-low. They've just got to move it a little bit out front until Famalo kind of pulls out a little bit. Now to Mason Powell. Mason to Drake Reynolds. Drake can pump fake. He's on the run, off the glass, no good. And Mason Powell for an offensive rebound, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line.
Well, there again, the high post, he made a beautiful reversal to Drake. Drake penetrates, and then as soon as Drake put it on the floor, Mason flew to the weak side to get that rebound. Mason with a chance to chip away at this 3-point lead.
Yes,
I believe it's 2-shot foul.
Yeah, I think so. Trevor going to put him on Miracle Grow so we can get him about another 4 inches taller before next year. Free throw is good. It'd be devastating at that high post. That kind of height, my gosh, the way he plays that. Best high post player I've seen this year.
He just has a knack for it. He's a natural.
Second free throw, good. 39-38, back to a 1-point differential. And a timeout taken by
good defense by
Emery.
Christensen.
Christensen to cinch it up there. We'll take a timeout as well.
Are you ready for a weekend away? Jorgensen's Honda is the place to start. They carry a full line of RVs to make that trip a lasting memory. With models like Yellowstone, Conquest, Emery, and Canyon Trail, you can find the perfect fit. For great fun and comfort, check out the full line of RVs at Jorgensen's Honda. Dennis or Mike can help you out. Stop by today at 980 South Coveview Road in Richfield, or give them a call at 435-896-6408.
My name's Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in Sanpete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
You're listening to KMTI Manti.
39-38. Emery with a 1-point lead over the Gunnison Bulldogs. We have never had a double-digit lead or anything anywhere close to it. This has been state basketball at its best.
I don't know that we've ever had more than a two-possession game.
Two, yeah.
I think the biggest lead in the game has been 5 points.
Yep. Emery to work up here with Faimalo in his familiar spot. They didn't even call the play out of the huddle. He's coming with it now. Drifts right hand. Leif Christensen probably got away with a poke right there.
And I like the fact that Leif's back on Faimalo.
Yep.
Leif's a great defender.
And it's outside by Labram. He almost mishandled it. Goes to the dribble. Gets it now to Jorgensen. To Faimalo. And Faimalo. A relay across the way. Spencer Labram. Back out top. Right side. Jorgensen. Jorgensen now to Faimalo. Faimalo dumps out to Labram. Labram for a three-pointer. No good off the iron. I'm not sure that was really where.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the shot that Emery wanted, but hey, that's their problem. Leif Christensen, great defense on Faimalo, and then goes in and gets a big rebound.
39-38 at the 3-minute mark. 1-point lead for Emery. Kaz Mogul penetrates to the free throw line. Soft shot, no good. Rebound.
Oh, good look for Kaz.
Yep.
I thought he drained it. Oh,
and then a steal by Mason Powell on the long pass.
Long arms there of Mason Powell.
Long arm of the law. 2:41 remaining. Mason Powell turns around now to Caldwell. Caldwell for three. It's on the money, and he's got it.
And let's credit Mason Powell with a great decision out of the high post.
That coming at the 2:35 mark to put Gunnison on top. Faimalo holds up the dribble. Needing help from Wilstead. We got a duel at the school going on right now. 41-39, Gunnison by 2. Emery with the ball, 2:16 remaining. Faimalo dribble drive, puts the shoulder down.
Oh, man.
And
tough call.
Leif Christensen.
I thought Leif had stayed in front of Faimalo the whole way. Jim Terry breaking the hearts at Gunnison Valley with that whistle. I don't know what more you can ask of a young man. Leif stayed in front of him the whole time.
Leif went over and had a little cordial conversation. Call. He said, I thought I was staying in front of him.
I think everybody in the building did too.
Faimalo at the free throw line, short. That's fourth on Leif, isn't it?
That is.
2:11 remaining. Mason out, Braden in. Mason's been
solid
tonight. And Emery making a little change here on the rebound scenario with Faimalo to shoot at 2:11. And that went out as well. He missed them both. He's been pretty good till that point. 41-39 still. Kaz Mogul into the paint, dumps down to Nick Roberts. Nick dishes it out. Shot on the way for Leif Christensen! A two-pointer. That's a 4-point lead, 43-39. They got to check here's a shot with Wilstead. Wilstead from the angle, and he hits a three-pointer. Wow. You talk about ice in the veins. How about that
smokes.
One? 43-42 as Wilstead answers. At 1:50. And the corner, Leif Christensen again. Same result. Three-pointer, Leif Christensen. It's a shootout at the corral right now. 46-42, Faimalo, he'll try to answer top of the key, no good. Rebound tipped out, loose on the floor, Emery has it. To Faimalo, 1:28 remaining, Faimalo, it's it off to Wilstead. Wilstead in the paint, dumps it off inside, shot off the glass and good for two.
Dawson Jensen.
46-44, timeout on the court. Gunnison by 2 with 1:20 remaining, back in a minute.
They can listen to satellite radio, they can listen to their iPod, but they don't give you local content. The local radio station can do that.
So my dad always told us, if you guys want to make a lot of money, you're going to have to move where the people are. But we didn't want to do that. We wanted to stay here.
One thing that all the people that live here have in common is that they all chose this place, and they could probably make better money somewhere else. And so we're all here because we love this place.
Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Jorgensen's. It's that time of year again. This is a brand new 2013 800 Pro RMK, the lightest, most flickable sled on the market. Come on down and see it, sit on it, feel it. let us tell you all about it. We have new climb gear all ready to go, get you ready for the season. As you can see, it's that time of year, so come see us as soon as you can.
46-44. If we were in Gunnison, we could say they were barking in the doghouse. They need a bark right now.
Need to get this ball inbounds because Emery's going to press.
They made a lineup change. They bring in Mason as a defensive specialist here.
And he's a little better free throw shooter than Braden.
And so they, and then
immediately
foul in backcourt immediately by Wilstead. And into the game
That's a
is
double bonus too, I believe.
Curtis Mason for Emery. And I'm guessing they wanted him in for defensive purposes, but the pass never got that far. So we go to the other end, and Kaz Mogul will shoot here with 1:20 remaining. There are so many things that could yet decide this game. Free throw shooting is just one of them.
Long way to go here.
A key rebound. I mean, this 1:20 is going to be like 4 or 5, and foul shot no good. Braden Harris checks in. Labram checks in. Mason comes out. So I bet that Mason will be in on defensive situations when they can get him in as a specialist here in this game. Coming up, a short post game presented by Sunrise Engineering, making the things you do every day better every day. Mogul misses that free throw. Got them both online. They got to check here. Right side drive, Famalo off the glass, no good. And the rebound tie up. Jump ball. Dawson Jensen took a nasty spill and might have hit his head a little bit. Cast Mogul over to
the possession goes to Emery.
It will be Emery inbounds. So they'll have it underneath their own basket here.
Emery Spartan basketball on the alternating possession.
Well, remember they like to run that lob. Is Ben Hill wanting the timeout?
No, I think he's just wanting to shout some instructions.
They just need Braden to wall that thing off so that he can't break to the middle. Braden ought to quarter him, and he does. And he gets behind you now. Drive to the hoop. Blocked by Braden Harris. Loose ball on the floor. Wilstead picks up Malo. It's Mogul. And a timeout taken by Emery with 1:05 remaining. We'll be right back.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
46-44 in this fourth quarter of play. Gunnison by 2. Emery taking the timeout. Winner will advance to the state championship. Folks, you could just pay your admission, come to this game, and add your whole money's worth for the whole day. Because we've got an alley cat fight going on here.
Gunnison 16 points in the quarter to Emery's 14. They were tied at 30 coming into the fourth period.
We've got a little, well, that's a lot of sweat is what it is on the floor, I'm telling you. And Leif Christensen's still dripping a pretty good amount of it. Ben Hill's going to do some janitorial duties right now and clean that up.
So it's going to be side out. We'll see what Todd Jeffs has drawn up. If he's just going to try to inbound it and then work offense, or if he's going to try to score off a set play off the side out. Be real interesting to see these next few passes here by the Spartans.
1:05 remaining. Out top, Famalo. Right side, Wilstead. Wilstead into the paint. Dumps it down low. Jensen off the glass for 2.
Well, dribble penetration by Wilstead and then finding the post player. We're tied.
Tied at the 55-second mark. Gunnison with the possession. Caldwell works across. Been a kind of a quiet half for him. Leif Christensen's hit some key points here in this fourth quarter. Bulldogs have a timeout to use yet. Leif Christensen, hand off to Caldwell. And then a timeout taken by Gunnison. Ben Hill takes the time with 36 seconds remaining on the clock. We'll take this 1-minute break.
There's something. My name's Troy Worthington with Alliance Resource Services, a professional employer organization. We are working with a number of businesses in central Utah. When they have switched to us, we've been able to save them a significant amount of money through the payroll, benefits, human resource support, and risk management that we provide. Mention this ad when you call. I would love to prepare a cost-saving proposal for you. If you have a business in San Pete, Sevier, or Juab County, you need to give Alliance Resource Services a call.
Travel those hills and style, and comfort with a Ford truck from Jorgensen Ford. Ford trucks built Ford tough to last. Smart truck, smart choice. Stop by Jorgensen Ford at 1000 South, Coveview Road, Richfield, Utah, or give them a call at 435-896-8436. Experience the Jorgensen difference.
We're in Gunnison and Richfield. Start right, start here.
Tied at 46 with 36 seconds remaining. Inbounds for the Gunnison Bulldogs. I think Jim Terry's almost broken sweat in this ball game. These refs have worked hard. Inbounds for Leif Christensen and Gunnison. They'll run the line set here to break inbounds. Mason Powell into the ball game. They can go in the backcourt if they have to. Get it now to Reynolds. Tied at 46, 33 seconds remaining. Labrum defending out on Reynolds. The count starts. He works to the right side. Separates. Now to Caldwell. Running kind of a spread set here. And you really don't have a power player in there. Caldwell loses the ball. Gets it right back. Now to Mogul. Mogul defended by Jorgensen. Off to Drake Reynolds and now out to Kobe Caldwell. And they're ready to go with 9 seconds remaining. 8, 7, 6. Off on the screen. Right side Mogul. Back to Kobe Caldwell. Drift left. Put up the long shot. Hits it! Hits it! Kobe Caldwell!
It's over!
He's
It's over!
the state championship!
It's over! State
Yes,
championship
sirree.
bound Gunnison Valley High School!
Caldwell.
A cold-blooded dagger for Kobe Caldwell! Clawed with the rainbow!
49 to 46. He did that little fade left. Who set him the nice little screen? Somebody set him a nice little rub-off screen. Faded to the left. Hits the shot. The Gunnison Bulldogs will be in the state championship.
For the first time in 14 years on this court, Bulldogs back at the state championship. Kobe Caldwell, a wonderful young man. And a cold-hearted assassin tonight with that three-pointer.
He had to hit that one out there about
That
5,
was
6 feet
association
beyond.
three,
Yes,
Larry.
it was. It was way out there. So for the Bulldogs faithful, it's state championship coming up tomorrow as the Bulldogs will be in that 4 o'clock game against the Wasatch Academy out Sevier. Our post-game show coming up, presented by Sunrise Engineering. We'll be back with that in a minute.